I'm on. I'm on right now. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Dirty here for the old Burger King Thursday. I did send you a link to that damn email, boy. Hold on. Who said that? Derek? No, look at your Facebook Messenger. All right, bro. Hey, get on when you can, bro. All right, no doubt. It's already in there. What? What's going on, YouTube, Facebook? I'm waiting on everybody else to join and jump on in. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Jonesville Dirty, aka the Florida man. I'm off in this bitch, I guess solo today. Let me turn the camera a little bit. So we can talk about some of these misconceptions out here in the game. And these misconceptions come from that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Anything that I've touched, it make money. Anything that anybody I deal with touch, it makes money. But a lot of people want to fuck fast, but they can't fuck long. So, is you got to hit the link button on there. That link that's inside the no, hit the link inside your Facebook Messenger. And it should take you to it on what's face. So just click to go into it. It's a live that's already set up for you. I'm gonna send you another one. Y'all pause. We having technical difficulties. I'm sending my boy D. Okay. So I did have him in. There you go. So we just to get on right and get on with the get on. But you know what I'm saying? Let me hang up with you, D. So it's a lot of extra shit. And like I said, this whole we gonna do it our way, those blah blah blah. Those people, what we gotta understand is like ain't nobody out here to hurt you. I spent half of my time out here on the road, local, trying to give out good information and trying to give out what I think I can do to help people. And I help as much as I can. I'm not perfect, nor will I be perfect. But so reason I'm having the live and put this live together, so like my son-in-law, Michael. Yeah, I'm saying his name. Cause one thing I don't do is I don't throw subliminals. If I say something about you, I'm gonna say it. And me and him had a big discrepancy. Trained him, my daughter. They got their CDLs. They got their CDL. Some people say you can't say CDLs. So CDL. And they did their thing. They won to handle their business out here. And at some point, trucking ain't for everybody. OTR damn sure ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I lasted 10 months in the game. I mean, 10 years. 10 years, 7 months, 5 days in the game. And I walked away because the person I had worked for was transferred over to lease. And when they was transferred over to lease, I wasn't willing to go lease. So I left the game. I wasn't going to work for nobody else. And it was time for me to be home with my family. So rash decision, bam, up, left, came home, and jumped on another job. Jumped on a job locally. And I mean, it did right by me. You know what I'm saying? Is it road money? I tell y'all all the time, it ain't no such thing. Road, home, local jobs, it's a difference in that. What you save, or not what you save, what you get at home is family. Family, friends, you get that at home. over the road, that's where the bag at. You want the big bag, that's where it's at. But it don't come easy. Believe me, it don't come easy. You got to work for it. You got to get there. I tell people all the time, my first year at Prime, I had 5 cases of child support, first year insurance. I ain't gonna even lie, I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. Still came out ahead, made $53,000 my first year. And by the time I left, I probably brought in, and I have to look at that stub, but I think I was at 174 last year. I could pull it up real quick. I mean, I have no problem showing anybody that don't believe it. And I have no problem showing anybody that don't believe it. Because one thing I do is I put my money where my mouth is. If I say it, believe me, it's golden. You got to click on that Facebook Messenger link I sent to get in. Look at your Facebook Messenger. Huh? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, no doubt. Yeah, to get in, you got to listen. Yeah. Because we ain't doing this with the regular unapologetics, but all these cats be unapologetic I deal with. Because one thing about it, we don't have no secrets and we say what we mean. So like I was saying, back to the 174. Call D and tell D how to do it. D got on and got back off. D did some crazy shit. But so I got my daughter and my son-in-law out here, told them how to make the bag or whatever, and gave them the opportunity, pointing them in the right directions. But somewhere in the midst of that, it was a lot of while I'm guiding. And I mean, you could talk to anybody at Prime. Anybody that touched me, they're going to tell you they made money with me. You know what I'm saying? Tell Derek he ain't in. That at least my advice was good, and it was never going to trouble someone. What they got here, listen to TikTok every time I'm on the phone. I got to the point where I'm hearing, oh, I was at this place and I talked to this Prime driver. I went to talk to this Prime driver. And we did all of that. But we listening to too many people. And as we listen to all these people, the information I give you, if you get information from 2 different places, that information ain't going to be always good. And I can stand on my word. I can't stand on theirs. And if you mix 2 things together, a lot like when I was training, if you mix what this instructor say and this instructor say, and then bring it to me, you're going to try all 3 and the shit ain't going to work out. Well, needless to say, they went ahead, made a decision after they got off TNT. They didn't give it what I considered a fair chance out there on the road to really grind and get the money. And yeah, fuel prices, freight, slow, here and there. But when you're a team truck, you can get the money. So, okay, so that's not here nor there on how I feel about what they made or what they didn't make. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that they gave themselves the opportunity. But who am I? Who am I? I'm just a motherfucker that I could promise you I could pull up all 10 years, 7 months, 5 days of, 10 months, 7 years, 5 days of pay stubs. And I can show you where I made $1 million at Prime as a company driver. I sent it. And so that kind of struck a nerve. He got off. And so he came home, got a job, got a nice little job up the road, about 2 hours away from his house. And he told me that they was promising him $1,800 a week. I'm like, shit, well, down here, I'm only making, my guarantee every week is only $1,200 a week. And I'm like, you got 6 months experience. You about to go somewhere that's going to pay you $1,800 guarantee. Well, let me know. I can go work there for 4 days, and then I could come home for the 3 days I'm off. You know what I'm saying? And you figure most people gonna try to look out for you. Hey, bro, this what it is. This what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? You telling me it's $600 more guaranteed there than it is where I'm at. Yo, I make that jump real quick. Still get to be home more. I'm still home half of the month, essentially. I would think you're gonna look out for people. Try to guide them in the right direction. Hell, maybe you know something I ain't know, so I'm gonna try to look out. So my whole thing was, before I make a jump from where I'm at, how about you show me 3 paychecks? Because that's the first thing I tell anybody on the road. When all these people talking good about these companies, bad about these companies, and most of the time you're going to hear the good stories. They making X amount of dollars, blah, blah, blah. With these lease operators, tell them, show you 2 months worth of their paychecks and show you how they file taxes. They ain't going to do that. I don't give a damn if it's Junior Honduras. I don't care who it is. They ain't going to show you that much of their settlements. If they being real about it, where I come from, put your money where your mouth is. Show me. And so I did hit him up. Like, and just had a talk with him last night. Like, bro, show me $1,800. Plus you get overtime after 40 hours. Show me. So I said it, and I guess, I don't know, maybe I hurt his feelings or whatever. I don't know. Actually, I did. I do know. Moisture hit. And so $1,800, when you do the math on that, I'm going to space it, and I'm going to put it in the comments. $1,800, when you do that by 40 hours, that equals $45 an hour. Shit. Most of y'all thinking like, where the hell he work at? So y'all could go work there too. And you get overtime. Now see, how much is the overtime? He said 35. So I'm like, how do you make $45 an hour? But then when they give you overtime past 40, it comes into $35 an hour. That's $10 less than you make to get to the 18. So me being who I am, I'm still kind of intrigued, because maybe it's something I don't know. Maybe it's something that old black ass gonna learn here and there. And so I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna learn something. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do the math. I'm gonna divide that down, because it's time and a half. I'm gonna divide that. So I divided it, came up to $11.66 an hour, and then I multiplied it by 2. So that gave me $23 an hour. And if you add in time and a half, that comes up to 35. And so I say something about it. Like, bro, how is that feasible? Like, if it is what it is, show me 3 consecutive paychecks where I can see the $1,800 guaranteed. And the fact that I know I'm gonna make overtime after 40, I'm hauling ass. And that's just the way I am. Like, it's an opportunity. I just talked to y'all last night. Ain't no company loyal to you, so I ain't gonna be loyal to it. I'm a nuck and buck. Well, when I do that, you get in his spirit. Because then I start breaking it down, because I researched the same company here in Tampa, out in Orlando, and in Miami, largest city. Company is paying 27. It's is starting off at $21.70 an hour in one city, $23 in another city, and 24 in another city. So it's Tampa, Orlando, Miami, respectively. So I even did one step better. I called up there. I called up to another city, to that city where that one at. And I asked, I said, hey, I'm looking to come off the road. And I've been on the road for 10 years, 7 months, 5 days. I had a class CDL with tanker and hazmat. Are you all currently hiring? And they said, yes, they are. Well, one, in that city, everybody would be jumping on that job for that amount of money, but they wouldn't even be hiring. But I asked, I said, so do y'all have like a guarantee? Oh, well, we can guarantee you 40 hours a week. Is there a guarantee in the pay? No, unfortunately not. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, with me coming off the road, getting used to getting paid every week, how do you all pay? Your pay structure? Bi-weekly. Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, would you like to submit the application? Yes, ma'am, I will. I submitted the application real quick. I'm not going, of course, but I submitted it. And then it came out to, I said $1,800 guaranteed at 40 hours a week. I mean, at 40 hours, if I do the math on 80 hours, I figured it out. $1,800 every paycheck. $3,600 a month. Not bad. But in the midst of that, never do I try to discourage somebody. I just ask to be honest and not shoot no shit with me. You ain't got to seem big. You ain't got to seem cool to me. So then I get on Facebook this morning. Me and Truck Driver D was talking to him last night. And I looked into it. And so then I get a message. I don't get a message. I see it on my Instagram. Because, I mean, I'm following him. He following me. We friends on Instagram. So I get this message right here. And I instantly felt like it was a pop shot. And it was. But it's this new age pop shot shit. I can't be around people who think my growth is competition. If we can't be happy for one another, we have nothing in common. Oh, hold on. Real shit, jealousy is a hell of a drug. That's fine. You talked to me last night. You could have talked to me, but instead you didn't. Because I guess whatever I said about breaking down these numbers, I started calling some truth out. So you wake up, you want to put that out there. One, I ain't in competition with him. I showed him nothing but love. Nothing but love. From the time he got there to last night, before I hung up the phone, I said, I love you, boy. Even after I went in and broke down the numbers, call a duck, I went ahead, I love you, boy. You know what I'm saying? Even after my advisement, when he leased the truck with Prime, the first week is free. I told him to run up the bag. You're going to quit anyways. Why not run up the bag for that week? Run up that first free week. Take that money. You got nest egg money now going home. Instead, he left it in the yard for a whole week and didn't even have the balls to take the key back to the leasing office, which caused his dispatcher to get charged for that truck not moving. His dispatcher, which I do appreciate and really like. And so I call a duck, and then I get this here. I can't be around people who think my growth is competition. If we can't be happy for one another, we have nothing in common. First off, I don't see myself in competition with nobody that I call a friend, that I call a loved one, that I call family. We all eat together. Anybody that know me know we gonna eat together. I go sit down and have a meal, you gonna have that meal with me. And that's just that new age moist shit that I like to call it, on the fact that I call the duck a duck. The motherfucker quack, but it walked backwards. So in his eyes, because I said that I called $1,800 a week a fucking lie, it was a lie. Call it what the fuck it was. It was a goddamn lie. And that's all to it. Because I can tell you, you ain't got a Class B making more than Class A drivers out there. Not starting out. So I said it. Must have really got in the feelings. Because the next one I got, remember I told y'all I was asking for a paycheck. Show me the paycheck. Show me 3 paychecks. I'm leaving. I'm coming. So next pops up on the story. This check right here. First off, that check right there that's on that story, that ain't from at Prime. That ain't even at for the current job that he at. That's showing, and I'm gonna pull it up because it's harder to see it on my screen, so I can analyze it. Because I ain't have time to analyze it at the time. I was out getting money. I was working today, chasing the bag. Now, if you look, it's year-to-dates on there. It's year-to-dates on that motherfucker. The shit say, if you just look at the date on it, it say 10, it say 11/10. 11/10. Maybe they had a typo. Maybe it was a typo. 11/10. So that's either November 10th, which we ain't made it to, or it's 10/11, which we ain't made it to. Because it's only the 5th. So then you put up, then it was a comment, and this just 1 week. Bag chaser, better stay in your lane and get you some bread. Woo! That was a good one too. I liked it. I liked that shit like a motherfucker. I literally like that shit like a motherfucker. Because then you look at the year-to-date. The year-to-date on there, if you base it off of just the year-to-date and you take off the taxes, one is Alabama state taxes and he in Florida. So he ain't getting taxed for Alabama. If not, that would mean that he probably lied to me when he told me that he had to change his license to Florida about 2 weeks ago. That's one part of it. And see, that's the type of shit I am. Like, that's a cool picture. That was a cool thing. One, I ain't got to stay in my lane. I get in any motherfucking lane I want. But one thing I ain't got to do is lie in my motherfucking lane. In my lane, I ain't lying. I'm trying to help people. I'm doing as much as I can to make sure people are going to excel themselves. That's what I am going to do. And I am going to stay in my lane. It ain't no skin off my back. None. Because, see, I'm going to show you something. Y'all could take it, pause it, look it. When I left motherfucking Prime, pull up that goddamn paycheck and see them $53,000 I left on the table this year. Pull that shit up. I chose to come home to be with my family. I chose to walk away from that in May. So when he talked that gangster shit, you got to be a little bit more successful than that. That right there, That ain't that shit that I'm be on. And yeah, I may be saying his name on here. And no, I ain't calling him out to be like, see, one thing about me, if you know me, I'm not going to talk behind your back. I'm going to say what the fuck I feel behind your back to your face at the same goddamn time. Why? Because you can stand on your words. And that's what it's about, standing on your shit. I wish him all the well. I've tried nothing to do but help guide anybody I can to be successful. I get on my younger daughter all the time about don't try to please me, just be great. Do your best. If you do your best is good enough. If you great for you, that is enough for me. And it wasn't until I talked to like my mama and one of my homeboys that get on the show, Will, and like he said, them kids old enough. Let them live their life. It ain't no skin off your back. But like I said, this right here hurt to the core. Because not only am I dealing with the loss of one of my former students passing, but I'm also dealing with the fact that somebody I told I love you to and truly cared for found it enough to jump out of, well, maybe that line is in their lane. You ain't got to lie to me. I got 4 or 5 homeboys I'm talking to today. All of us, from making $17.50 a week guaranteed over the road to running $4,000 in a week on a 1099 to me making essentially $35 an hour, because that's how long it took me to run each load. I made $35 an hour for each load I ran today, which took an hour. So that's $35 an hour. To other cats making 28, some cats making 26. Ain't nobody caring about the money. When you homies like that, the money don't matter. You just trying to put other cats in a better position. So the problem was maybe trying to jump into my fucking realm and my lane was the issue. And that's a problem. Never wanted him to. Just wanted to see him do well. And even though right now he's throwing out subliminals, and yeah, I called out my Kel name up front that don't really care. I wish him well. I wish him to do better. I hope that when I called up the other day, they lied to me. When I put in my application, they lied to me. I hope so. But black and white don't lie. And so, I mean, yeah, I could go with the presumption he couldn't hack it on the road by himself. Or maybe because he didn't listen, he wasn't going to make no money at Prime. That could all be true. Because everybody I touched that motherfucker has made money. Even the ones that don't like me. They still eating. And no, it ain't a bash him session, but I wasn't going to let today go by without putting the truth out there. I wasn't going to sit there and let a subliminal be thrown at me. He was just on the phone with me last night. Don't throw the damn subliminal. Tell me, nigga, you a fucking liar. I'm dead serious. Oh, my fault. He couldn't put up the black and white. He couldn't put up the black and white to show it to us. He couldn't put that black and white up. He showed the black and white from, I guess, when he was in Alabama. That's some clown ass shit. And I ain't going to the goddamn circus with that lie. This just 1 week. And because he was making that in Alabama, that's 1 week while he was out in Alabama. If you do that on 52 weeks a year, That's $100,000. Why the fuck would he leave it to come out here to drive a truck? See? That's that shit right there. That's that shit right there. You say that you got that bread. You say that's 1 week. If you making that for 52 fucking weeks, that's $100,000. I'm making 100,000. I do not come out here. I'm never a truck driver. I'm just Jonesville dirty. I ain't no truck driver. I'll bump into you in St. Louis, PB.
Oh, really?
Because it's very few. There's very few. I've met some retirees, like this lady. She was a professor, and she just got tired of being a professor. She was the first highway diamond that Prime had. Her name was Reba Hoffman. Super nice lady. But she was a professor, and she came out here because she just was tired of that school shit. And she still went on to make a substantial amount above 100,000 out here doing her thing because she really stayed on her gusto. And then with speaking engagements and shit, she really was a good lady. But, bro, you ain't supposed to put this up there. That ain't even.
Oh, shit.
That shit say 10-11 on it, bro. 10-11. We ain't even at the 11th of this month.
God damn, boy.
I mean, and then stay in my lane. Bro, I'm in my motherfucking lane. I'm in mine. But like me and Truck Driver D was talking about earlier, and like I'm talking to you about, tell me one motherfucker that I have not tried to help make money. I ain't never tried to crab nobody money. You can think of somebody money I tried to crab off?
Yeah, I know you ain't asking me.
I doubt. So the shit just doesn't fathom the thought that, like I tell people, I didn't leave Prime because I didn't like Prime. I did like my fleet manager. And I was loyal to my fleet manager. I'm not loyal to a company. I was loyal to who I wanted to be loyal to, my fleet manager, because technically how he ate is how I ate. And when it was time to go, when they switched him to another side that I wasn't in agreement with, me and him talked about it. I talked about it with my wife, and then it was time for me and my wife to make a move. It was better for me to be home. And that's where I make my money at. My money is worth the weight in gold. Now, everybody will tell you, money can't buy you happiness. And it can't. But never in my 2 previous marriages or even my relationships with my baby mamas, because I worked my ass off then. Never in those situations did I want to be around them. So I worked my ass off so I could buy my happiness. Now I can sacrifice some of what I made to be happy with my wife. So now I got the best of two worlds. I got money here, money there, and now I'm happy. Never tried to get in another motherfucker lane, but don't jump in my lane. And damn sure don't play that sneak this shit. That's where it comes around. Like his wife, my daughter, she wrote a paper years ago calling me a narcissist. I have antisocial personality disorder. And that was real cute. Paper about me. What it was a paper about her because I cut her ass off because I asked her to do something and she wasn't willing to do it because she was too tired. How many times was I too tired? when she needed something or when she needed me to do something. I wasn't too tired. Went my black ass to work every day to make sure she had, put forth my effort the best I could. Wasn't perfect, but make no mistake, neither was the kids. When they came out the womb, they didn't read the book on how to be the perfect child. Because I damn sure ain't never get the book on how to be the perfect parent.
Yeah, I don't even think those is in publication, bro.
I mean, so you do the best you can, but that whole I was a narcissist, antisocial personality disorder, or whatever the hell it is, basically classified me as a serial killer. But every single person in America could be checked off. The problem is these kids are so fucking sissified with their bullshit. Because literally, this right here, what the fuck I'm gonna be in competition for? What the fuck I'm gonna be in competition for?
Uh,
I was definitely happy, even though he burned my homeboy when he quit. If I didn't give a damn and we was in so much competition, I could figure out how to use the international. But when they was on the road in their international out west, didn't I call UTB about that shit to get some help for them?
oh, yeah. Indeed, indeed.
So I
Yeah.
should have told him. I should have told him because there was nobody out there when I got on the road. You know what? Fuck around and figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to help. But that's
Yeah.
their way of playing fucking victim. And I'm not playing fucking victim. I'm a mean asshole. I'm going to call a duck, but I'm authentic with who I am. I ain't trying to play no role. And on the edge wire that when I left Prime, I could tell you the date. May 30th, 1995. I walked out of Dr. Barbara Henry house, my mama, and I told her I'd never come back here. I was 17 years old then. I stayed two consecutive nights in my mama house since then. And I got it whatever way I had to. So I'm in my motherfucking lane.
Already.
But
Already.
that sneak this shit, dog. That shit really. And like I said, if he was making 18 a week, why wouldn't you tell me about 1800 a week so I could go do it? That don't make sense.
It ain't make perfect sense. Unless he's just trying to either he was holding out for it or that ain't what it is.
So if you was holding out for it, where we come from, where me and you come from, how we brought up, if you eating and it's truck driving, so there's plenty of jobs for it. If
Yeah.
you eating and you don't bring me to the table to eat the same thing, that make you a fuck nigga to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you was lying about it and got called out on it. So one way or the other, it's one or the other. You feel me?
Well, can't be two ways about it. It's only one way.
So, and yeah, this probably be the last time I speak on it. Because honestly, I have funerals in my head every day. And the one thing he gave me some shit probably about 2 months ago. And he talked to me about it. And he told me, he said, you know what? You got to stop giving a fuck. You care too much. Stop caring.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Uh,
There you have it.
them big facts, man. You know, I'm talking about 'cause when you care too much, you'll make moves that you wouldn't normally make.
Oh yeah. And that's what it came down to. Like the shit bothered me at
Shit.
first, and I was just like, fuck it. I'm mad, I'm getting hot headed, and then that calmness hit me. And like right now, I'm gonna go ahead, I'll show y'all. That way y'all understand, like my heart rate ain't ridiculously high, none of that shit. I'm gonna go ahead and show it. I'm probably gonna have to show it upside down on the camera or whatever. But like my heart rate, I check my blood pressure is good. It sounds like I'm upset, and maybe My feelings hurt last night. Hurt him. It's 99. That's a little higher than normal. That's just a little bit higher than normal. But like, I don't get mad because at the end of the day, what he eat don't make me shit. What I eat don't make him shit. If I could have brought him to the table to help him grow, I will. I'm gonna do that for anybody. That's just what I do. I got somebody leaving Prime right now. She leaving, she going to Houston, and right now I'm looking for local jobs for her in Houston. Now I haven't spoken to this young lady in 7-8 months. But if I can help you to be more comfortable in what you plan on trying to achieve, I am. You just may not like the way I say it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, that's your option, your choice. So let me get to some of these cats on here that did show up today. Deviant Trucking, what's good, Cole? What's good? What's good?
What do? What do?
He says the math don't math. It don't.
So
And
the math ain't math.
that's why I say what I said. Like, dog, I do numbers. I'm gonna fucking figure it out. Now, Zay Max say, look LTL city driver if you're backing on point. Hey, anybody that's in their local area, look into LTL city driver. That is an opportunity. Please get out there, try to find it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of local jobs out there. You got concrete companies, you got construction companies. Dog, if you want that local, that's what you want. Now, if you want your CDL, take your ass to Prime and go get them. TB sitting up there, he will get you them motherfuckers.
Yes, Lord.
And go,
Yes, Lord. Yeah.
and whatever company you want to go to, whether it's Warner, whether it's all these companies, Warner's, Trans Am, Snyder, go if that's a fit for you and what you can do. And understand, we understand. Don't nobody doubt me on who I am because the road wasn't for me no more. The road ain't for everybody from the day they get in the truck to the day they get out. It may or may not be for you. I had child support and I had a bag I was chasing, and I chased that motherfucker. Then I dropped it and caught it again. So, oh, Deviant Truckers say quack, 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 motherfucker. Timmy Turbo say, how's it going? What up, Timmy? What it do?
What's that? What it do?
Deviant Trucker says sounds like bullshit. And dog, it just sounds a lot like these truck drivers will tell you some of the most horrid stories. Like one time in the middle of August, I came down Donner's Pass and it was a whiteout. It was a whiteout and I had eggs in the back. They had them stacked on each other. They didn't even have them in the cartons. They were stacked on top of each other, and I had to get them. I had to take them off-road once I got to Nebraska and cut down on off-road so that I could get to Florida with them. Well, when I was coming down Donner's Pass that whiteout hit in August, I seen DOT was at the bottom of the hill, and I ain't have my chains with me. And so I hit the brakes, and I swung that motherfucker around, and I backed down the hill going 73 miles an hour. Now on my way, DOT was doing this here. Troopers, they was flashing me like, stop, stop, stop. And as I came by, I slapped them on the ass, and then I stopped the truck. And he said, hey, driver, that was some nifty damn driving. I looked at him, said, bitch, who you think you talking to? I'm Jonesville Dirty. He said, well, I'm going to write you a ticket for reckless driving and speeding and not having your chains. If one egg in that trailer broke, because he looked at my paperwork. I looked at him. I spit on his shoe. And then I kind of scared myself, so I peed on the ground right there in front of him. And he opened up the back, and not one egg was broke. He looked at me. He gave me a high five. He said, carry on, driver. So the next day, because that was in California on Donner's Pass. So the next day, well, actually, Nevada on Donner's Pass. The next day, I was in Florida. And anybody that believe that bullshit, that's the kind of truck driver stories people tell. Like, dog, you ain't got to lie to be somebody's friend, to be the popular kid, or to just make somebody feel like if you can't share the wealth with them, if you can't help them, what's the purpose of lying to them? Just don't talk to them. Just don't talk to them. Because there's so many people out here. I can tell you right now, him and my daughter ain't at prime right now because of them fucking super trucker stories. They believe everything on TikTok. And I have a message for them from Prime. TikTok say they can't ever come back. So, Dirty can, but they can't. And go figure, I was a hellion when I was there. But I was also the best at what I did. So
There's a line under that, brother.
So
I got a trucker story for you though.
give me one. Give me old trucker story.
This actually is a Florida trucker story.
What the fuck?
I went up through the beehive, came over the Dragon's Back, made it to Florida in 24 hours, and then I went to Publix where shopping is a pleasure. All that
There
shit was
you
a lie.
Hold on. Now the only part of that story that ain't a lie is public. Where shopping is a pleasure.
all that shit, all of it was trucker stories. So we
Public.
call them we call them Texas tall tales.
Hey, and I mean, no, you can't believe everything you hear out here, but when you got somebody there to help you that can show you and put the proof in the pudding, dog, that's the shit you want to fucking believe. Or at least manipulate your way off of that. Not my way, TV way, TikTok way, Instagram way. Manipulate one. And then if that doesn't work, then alter to one more. But forget what you learned at that first one. Those are the things. So, like I said, mine climbed up. And somebody asked me today, dog, when the first time you seen 100,000 at Prime? And I told him, I said, I can show you the check stub. It was my fourth year. My fourth year. I started in 2017, 12. So by 2016, I seen my first hundo. I seen 53, 54 the first year, 72 the next year, 86 the following year, and then like 93 that fourth year, and then kept going up. So and that's as a company driver. So that whole lease guys make more money. Lease guys pay the same taxes per quarter or at the end of the year that we pay. Unless you got some good ass debt. Now, I ain't gonna lie, if you got a good ass goddamn CPA that know how to do this truck shit, oh, you can make a whole lot more than most motherfuckers. But that goes for company guys too. The right CPA could get you a grip, even though you don't pay the grip. Like I said, I walked with 53 on the table this year. And somebody will rewind back and go look at that shit. And when y'all go look at it, I want y'all to look at how much was taxed year to date. How much was paid out year to date. I can show you what my taxes was on 53,000. My taxes on 53,000. And that way y'all got a picture of it. My taxes on 53,000 is right down here in the middle. It's $12,000 at that point, claiming zero dependents. So, like I say, a duck is a motherfucking duck when you call it. But don't tell me to stay in my lane, because I'm in my lane all the time. But I also ain't sneak this and throwing subliminals out there. Only thing I wanted to do is help and show love, and we took it the wrong way because it didn't fit the moisture that was inside of us. But then again, I should have, like you said, I should have spotted it a while ago. When remember, he used to tell. I didn't tell you how he used to tell me. As soon as you guys see, man, this truck company want me. They recruiting me. They trying to get me.
Sound like you're listening to the.
What he was doing was getting the same emails everybody else that got a CDL got when you get your license. It goes to a
Right.
national database. Every company gonna send you an email. I got 13, 14 birthday emails today. I mean, in August. I got another 2 texts, and I got like 3 cards sent to the house. One of them was by Walmart, which had just turned me down 2 months before. Oh my God, they're trying to recruit me. They had a change of heart. It's that kind of bullshit. Don't make the shit out to be more than what it is. But when you say something like that, you seem like you hating on people. It's not hating. It's just telling you the fucking truth so that the shit don't fucking hit you like a ton of bricks when you find out it ain't. That's literally all it is.
Playing. Motherfuckers are just playing with it, man. You know, a lot of folks tell themselves whatever they gotta tell themselves to make themselves feel good about it, bro. You already know what it is. It ain't nothing new.
That part, baby. J Park say facts.
I got snipers pulling up on me everywhere, man. We thick up in this cold.
Bombay all day say. So what do you do with someone in your circle that moves like that? Teach them or drop them?
Try to teach them first. If they refuse to learn, then you know the rest.
Yeah,
Bad habit. You gotta cut them off.
Cause honestly, like that shit say, you know what I'm saying? We don't have nothing in common. If you got to lie to kick it with me, I don't need to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest thing. Yeah, you try to help people, you try to encourage, you try to. I did it with students over and over again. There was some where I had a cat up in Pittston named Prince. Cool ass guy. He called me about 2 months ago. And I gave him a brutally honest talk. Like, hey, bro, this ain't for you. I can't get you your license in 2 weeks. I can help you find a school up in Connecticut and we can go from there. Well, when he called me 2 months ago, he called me 2 months ago, he had went to that school and got his CDL. And he would call to tell me thank you for all I did for him because I got him in the right place. There was no sense in keeping him there longer away from his family, not making any real income as a student. It didn't do him no good because he was too set bent on what he was trying to do to get his license on the way he wanted to do it, and it wasn't getting through to him. So I taught him something, and then I guided him somewhere else, and it worked out. Now, right before him, there was 2 guys that was going to tell me how they was going to do it. We end up sending them home, and one of them called me, told me he got his license. The other one called me, and that same one, as a matter of fact, they got his CDLs. He told me how if he wouldn't have listened to the older version, the older guy that was with him, and just let me teach it to him, he think he would have got it. And he would have gotten it. But the other one felt like he was a few years older than me, so he was going to tell me what the fuck to do and how he was going to be taught. Well, I ain't going to teach you then. I'll show you what I can, and then I'm going to put you on the test schedule. And he ended up testing his ass out the way he had to go home. You don't drop people. I was taught never to leave a soldier on the battlefield. But sometimes the soldiers ask to be left on the battlefield. But then again, you reach your hand out to pick up the soldier and find out it was the enemy. And like we use these words, y'all kids are using these words now where y'all diagnosing people by mental stature or whatever. To me, that's just some moist ass shit that y'all trying to use. Because the only thing it is y'all trying to make it manipulative in the y'all way to be a victim of whatever. Like the OG Floyd James would say, because y'all like to use gaslighting, which is gaslighting. And I'm gonna look up the terminology because I want to get it right. Because a lot of people do it, and a lot of people will say, "Well, you're gaslighting." And it's bullshit. So gaslighting is to manipulate another person into doubting their own perceptions, experiences, or understanding of events. And that's most of the time when you get called a narcissist or you get called a sociopath or any of these newfound things that everybody can check off at least one or two of those things in their life at any point. So not only was Jeffrey Dahmer a psychopath, so is everybody else. And hold on, I'm gonna take my cousin call real quick. Cuz, give me about 5 minutes. I'm on this live. You out there? You out there in St. Pete? Huh? All right, give me a few minutes. I'm gonna call you right back. Give me about 10 minutes. All right, man. And y'all know by my last live, I will be calling my cousin back. But the gaslighter, as the OG Floyd James would say, as y'all come up with, because that was according to that definition I gave of gaslight. Someone means to manipulate another person into doubting their own perspectives, experiences, and understanding of events, according to American Psychological Association. So basically, off of somebody else's fucking opinion, they came up with a word. They said, "This is what you are." So when I call somebody moist, a soft, a pussy, that's what it is. Because that's my interpretation. If I call you a liar, that means that I probably can factually put my hand on it to show you where it's a lie. I won't call you one without it because I watch Westerns. In Westerns, if you call a man a liar, you got to fight about that shit. So gaslighting, as the OG, as my OG Floyd James would say, shit fire and save the match. And that's what you can do. Because it ain't gaslight. Most of the time when somebody's saying that shit to you, people have a tendency of making shit very manipulative to try to make you feel bad for what you say. Moisture. Moist. That's all it is. And you can't take that shit for granted. World alone, you're gonna die alone. You came into this industry alone. If you came in with a teammate or if you came in alone, you came into it. Hold true to the people that hold true to you. If they got your back, let them have your back. But the second they show you signs, and I got a habit of seeing the signs too little, too late.
Hey, bro, here I called you in 1 second. I'm gonna holler at some of the smack.
For sure, I'm supposed to get off here anyways, bro. Fuck with me.
Already.
All right, I'm gonna hit you about the other thing.
Okay, fam, that's what I do.
All right, I just put
One,
D on.
already,
So
100.
100. So people do that shit, and these young kids, these youngsters especially, they love to do that shit to victimize themselves so that they can make you out to be the bad person. Like I tell my kids, I did my fucking job. You got the 18 without goddamn jail records. And I mean, technically, you're a fucking adult. So if you're pissed off, it's better to be off than on. But I ain't got to stand there and hear the bullshit And I damn sure don't got to compromise. One thing I'm not going to do is compromise with somebody I don't need. If you can't do it for me, you ain't doing shit for me. What good is it for me to sit there and compromise with you when I hold the cards to the deck? So a lot of times, like Mr. TYB says, to some, you just beneficial and not official. And that's exactly the way some people see it. Some of y'all see the Unapologetics. Y'all get on here, we laugh, we joke, and y'all look at us as we fun to deal with. But if you take something, there's some knowledge in everything that we giving out to you. Believe me, we make it a point not to just shovel bullshit. Now, we do shovel our opinions at times, and we've learned all to back off from those opinions because we want to have the opinion, but we don't want to influence something that could at some point not be beneficial to you all. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell students all the time, hey, go home. This ain't for you, go home. And when you go home, find something. This right here just gives you an opportunity to have a job for however long you want to have a job for. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty of jobs out here. Choose the right one, pick the right one that fits you. That fits you. And if it don't, hey, so be it. But once again, I ain't never been a nigga that you gonna fucking sneak this. It ain't because I'm gangster. It ain't because I could beat everybody in the world. None of that shit. And I can't expect somebody to be like me. I'm going to say the shit directly behind you, but to your face or behind your back. And I'm going to say it. You're going to know that I said it because I'm not going to do it. I get in trouble all the time. Me and Monica talk about it all the time. I tell her, she tell people all the time, if you got something to say about somebody, don't say that shit in front of Orain. Because Orain going to call it right back out in front of that person. So if truck driver D tell me he don't like TB, when we get around TB and he keying it, because I got love for TB, when he get around TB and he key, hey bro, hey dog, I thought you said you ain't like TB. I thought you said that his damn bald head too damn shiny. You said it. Stand on that shit. But see, so many people want to throw subliminals, talk behind your back. Go to another instructor. If you got an instructor, stay with that instructor. If this person is your boss, don't go to another department to ask that department how to do what your boss just told you they want you to do. And if you do, you better damn sure be able to fucking stand on it. You post some shit, stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Holler at whoever it is. That's the kind of shit that it's about. You don't like something, you working a job right now, you don't like it, talk to them about it. See what you can do to help accommodate yourself or keep looking for something else. Don't leave one job until you got another. That was about the smartest thing he did. He left Prime with another job in play. Hell of a job. I'd have ran up the bag for that week with that lease truck. Got me about 4-5 bands out of it. But then again, I was never scared to get on the road by myself. So, that shit there. On that note, you know what I'm saying? Truck driver D, we gonna have another live coming up. I'm gonna have these boys. We gonna start trying to do something with a little Twitch. I got Mario. We got a Madden. A Madden. If you are a truck driver and you play Madden 2024 or whatever year it is, I don't know the newest year. The record right now, Jay Parks has beat the shit out of damn Derek Deering 3 motherfucking times in a row. I need somebody from Florida that play damn Madden to beat Mario ass. Truck driver D is in the midst of this. And we gonna set it up to where it shows up on Twitch and whatnot where y'all can, do a little something with them. And we gonna have a little tournament, have some little one-on-one friendly bets going on here and there. And we gonna get on a few days out of the week. They may be getting on to plug they shit in. And that way y'all can enjoy yourselves. Like I said, we ain't on here talking nothing but that shit right there. I seen them damn posts and I knew where they was at subliminally. Because I could hear it in the voice when he hung up last night on me and Truck Driver D. And that shit right there, because of the love I carried for him, it hurt me to my core. And so he'll be able to watch this. He'll be able to see the paychecks. But at this point, I don't have nothing else to say. I let my shit out. I'm good. But everything I said on here, it ain't gonna be no secret for me not to tell him straight to his face, because that's just who I am. I had love for you, but you felt some kind of moisture inside of you. You got gonna bitch up and sneak this. You didn't have to lie to be my friend. You just had to get home, get down here, and just keep striving for success as he's been doing for the last 24 years. Just keep striving to be better. But don't forget, if you got an opportunity, take people with you on your way, on your journey. Help everybody eat. So, Bombay all day. This man making me hungry. You must be talking about you, D.
Nah, we were talking about TB. Remember when TB was eating that sandwich?
Oh,
hey, man, you know that's that good bologna, cheese, Miracle Whip, pickles, and some chips on the side. You got to put it all together.
I don't fuck up
Hey,
a
you
white tea
got it from
fucking with
Publix?
y'all boys.
You gotta make it happen, man. Shit,
But
I gotta eat, but I gotta keep this 250 up, man. I ain't get this pretty overnight, man. Shit, it's a line under there.
hey, and I told you I was gonna call your ass today. I still ain't call you what I was saying to call you about. But
Yeah,
I ain't gonna miss not calling you. I told you I'm calling motherfuckers.
already, yeah. You see, I'm
Starting up
like,
a white
shit,
tea.
what it do?
Now I gotta sit low so I don't get my white tea show on my damn coffee stain.
Yeah, you got it. It's all about the angles, fam. It's all about the angles, big
But
baby. Shit.
let me get right,
Mhm.
man, because I gotta go finish cooking. And as I tell everybody, man, keep that shit between the lines, whether you in a car, a bike, or a truck. Keep that shit in between the lines, man. Stay tuned, because we gonna have TB, like I say, TB, Truck Driver D. They all gonna be doing a little stuff.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
like
we got to own the app coming on
we gotta
too.
own
We were
our,
supposed to
yeah,
do that today.
we gonna get Lito on this bitch. He
Already.
tried to get on earlier, but
Lido.
his shit wasn't talking. On a true owner
Uh,
op. You got Mario, you got Jamar that was an owner op, but now he a local joker like me. Mr. TYB say it's free game. Dog, that's all we trying to do is give out information to be helpful and beneficial for people.
yeah, cause you know they say the game to be sold, not told, man. But fuck all that, man. You know,
I'm gonna
if it's
start
like
selling
that
this
with
shit.
you, yeah. I mean, but you know, if it's like that, shit, you know, go ahead and get it while it's free. Why we giving it? You know
But I
what I'm
can't
saying?
tell you
Soak it up.
how my dog said, if it's fuck me, it's motherfuck you.
You know it's fuck you.
There's
It's
a line
straight
under
up.
that.
It's
So
definitely a line. It's two lines under that, fam. Know that.
so we
Shit.
gonna get this shit right. We gonna have the game of shit going on. We gonna try to put some more shit together here and there. We just right now we just trying and we pushing this shit. So
Already.
hey, y'all be safe out there. I'ma fuck with your Truck Driver DTB. I'ma fuck
Already.
with y'all boys, but y'all knew, hey, you know it struck a nerve if we started this bitch today.
Hey, man. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
stay dangerous, fam.
No
Motherfuckers done
doubt, baby.
forgot.
Y'all be easy.
And y'all
Well,
drivers, make sure.
Professionals with legal representation and protected by the First Amendment. So for your safety and the protection of others around you, do not attempt to speak like us. We are different. We are unapologetic.
What you was about to say to drivers before I hit this button?
I was gonna sit there and say, make sure you wash your ass. That's it.
Not no every 2 days, every day.
Every day.
And there's no reason why a truck driver can't wash their ass every motherfucking day.
Hell yeah. You need shower crabs? Come and hit me up.
Holler at 'em. All right, Bob.
All right.
Well,